because this shoot has been a crazy night with some tornado warnings, and then now we're having a little bit of a streaming issue potentially, but we may be live here on the Wildcat Sports Network now as well. We think we were live on the NFHS before that, but currently we are supposed to be live on the Wildcat Sports channel. So for all those of you tuning in there, the score is 5 for Central City to 7 for Starmont. The ball is hit over there by Hennick. Starmont's number 2, Emily Schumacher, hits it deep and out of bounds, and that'll bring the score to 6-7. So now we have Lacey Hennick up to serve for the Wildcats, and it hits off of a Starmont athlete. Hennick. Can you go move that cart? Thank you. So, sorry for a little delay there. The Starmont Stars end up hitting that volley out of bounds, so we still have Lacey Hennick serving. The score is 8 for the Wildcats and 7 for the Stars. Kind of been a crazy start to the game. Neither team really getting any flow early on here. Owens up in the air, hits it to Fritcher to Reed. Reed's hit is sent back. Same trio there, and that time Starmont's put in a little worse position. We have Kramer to Fritcher, who back sets it to Weber, hits it back over, and then the ball is still returned. What a play there by Hennick. Hennick to Fritcher and over. And the ball is played by Starmont, which might have been out of bounds, but either way, it was a great play. And that ball is blocked in the net by Owens or Reed. And then, yeah, number 2, Schumacher for the Stars was in the net. So pretty wild turn of events there for the Wildcats, as they were kind of out of position and ended up getting a point. So, and we still have Lacey Hennick up to serve. The score is 9 for the Wildcats and 7 for the Stars. A little miscommunication there by the Wildcats. Oh, big time hit by Sarah Reed. She sent that one home. So pretty awesome hit there. Kind of a little miscommunication there by the Wildcats, but it ended up resulting in a slam dunk, I'll call it, by Sarah Reed. Brings the score to 10-7, and deep serve by Hennick might have been out of bounds, but the Stars play it, and then, 2 girls go. Great hustle there by Starmont, but one girl ran into the wall. She looks to be okay. 11-7 Wildcats. So after a quick timeout and a little frustration on the sidelines there by Coach Martin, he got the girls back on track. So Hennick up in the air to Fritcher. Fritcher back sets to Weber. Weber stays on her side. Towed the line there on that one. And big hit there by Schumacher for the Stars, and it was blocked by Weber. Ball ends up going out of bounds, but good contest there by Weber. Did everything right. Just one of those times ball bounced the wrong direction for you. So Hannah Kramer checks in for the Wildcats, and the ball is hit to her sister Lily. Fritcher sets it to Kramer with a great hit from the back row. And then ball is hit by Schumacher, and Hannah Kramer makes the right read to let it play out. So that brings the score to 12-8. We have Leah Weber up to serve. Her serve is hit to 41, Vask, and then the Stars return it, but they return it out of bounds, so that'll bring it to 13-8 in favor of the Wildcats. So Weber with the soft serve there to the Stars, and good diving play there by Hannah Kramer, but she's unable to get it, and that was a point for the Stars. So now we have number 5, Geraldine Federler, the 5'5" sophomore, up for the Stars to serve here. Score is 13 for your Cats and 9 for your Stars. So shaky start for the Cats, but they're still in a 4-point lead, so that's all you can ask for at this point. Good play by Kramer. Kramer to Weber. Weber to Fritcher. Good hit by Fritcher. Hannah Kramer with a great save there. I thought the ball was going to be down. And then Sarah Reed with a big block. So some of the young girls playing well here. Hannah Kramer with the ball up in the air again. She's playing well to start the game here for the Wildcats. And ball's hit to Weber. Weber to Fritcher. Fritcher to Reed. Reed slams it home, but it is just out the back line. So two big plays there by Hannah Kramer, who's only been in a few possessions here and making the most of them early here. So she's had a good start to this game. Ball's hit to Lily Kramer. Lily Kramer to Leah Weber. Leah Weber to Fritcher, who really wound up on that one, but then kind of just missed it and kind of laughed about it. Reed tips it, hit to Owens, to Fritcher, and that's a big-time hit there by Fritcher. So kind of Cars terminology, she shanked that one, the first one, and then she said, give it back to me, which Leah Weber did, and then she hammered that one home. So Sarah Reed serving for the Wildcats. Ball is hit softly over, and then it's returned. Good play by Weber. Weber to Fritcher. Fritcher to Owens, who kind of hits it to the back row. And this time it's hit to Hannah Kramer, and it just spins out. So 14-11 in favor of the Wildcats is the score. Lily Kramer, it's hit to Kramer. Kramer to Weber. Weber to Kramer, who just hits it over. And Elise Skelton challenges number 9, Baumgartner, from the Stars at the net, but the ball does end up landing on the Central City side, so that is a point for the Stars. Good crowd here tonight after we had a long delay here, but so we have Eva Owens here serving for the Wildcats, and that one will be returned eventually, and it will be returned out of bounds. The Starmont fans, well, Starmont student section doesn't like it, but it looked pretty clearly out of bounds here to me. Eva Owens with the jump serve will eventually be returned here by the Stars. Stars hit to Kramer. Kramer to Weber. Weber to Fritcher, who kind of just softly tips it over. Starmont's, good hit there by number 8. Himes for the Stars. It is contested by Fritcher, but lands on our side, and that's a point Stars. So 16-12, favor of the home team. Serve is hit to Kramer. Kramer to Weber. Weber to Hennick. Hennick with a big hit. Contested by, the return is contested by Fritcher again. And, good save there by Lily Kramer. Kind of a little miscommunication by the Stars, and that'll result in a point for the Cats. So Fritcher with the serve. Jump serve is hit to the back row there by the Stars. Big return there by number 8. Himes had a big hit. Another good save by Lily Kramer. She's playing really well. Ball's returned over on that. I thought it was going to be a point for the Stars, but Lily kind of saved it. And then ball's hit to Hennick. Hennick has a nice hit. And it's going to be slammed back home, though, by number 21, Sarah Peck. That was a good hit there by her. So that puts the Wildcats still up by 4 here, and now the Stars are serving. Baumgartner is serving for the Stars. It is hit to Noonan. Noonan to Fritcher. Fritcher to Skelton. Skelton with a nice hit. Good save there by number 41, Vask, for the Stars. Fritcher to Hennick. Back set by the Stars. And then a good hit there by the Stars as well. So that will be a point for the Stars. That was a good hit there by number 5, Fedler. Contested by Hennick, but just didn't land on our side again. We've had a few of those. We've had good contest at the net, but just unable to really capitalize on it, I guess. Starmont is hitting it back. Central City then returned it. Sorry, I just got a little echo in my my earpiece, so I was kind of confused there for a second. But this volley's still going, and Emma Fritcher is just going to kind of hit it over. Starmont goes to return. Big contest by Elise Skelton. And Starmont's just going to have to just kind of lob it over. Skelton to Fritcher to Weber. Weber hits to the back row. And Starmont has returned it to Fritcher to Weber. Hennick now. Big hit. I tell you what, Starmont's playing really well here. Another big hit by Starmont. That is number 8, Macy Himes. So they've had we've had some very good hits that early on in the game that Starmont just was not returning, and now the last probably 6-7 possessions they have. So can I hear you, Cindy?
I can hear you.
Perfect.
All right,
I think
back.
we're good to go. So
one little button.
One little button's all it took, huh? It's better this way.
Yeah, no doubt. Yes.
So
ooh.
Central City allowing Starmont to battle back here. 17-16 lead by the Wildcats, but Lily Kramer up in the air to Fritcher. Fritcher called for the double hit, I believe. So.
Yep. Well, the Wildcats had this thing going, and now Starmont's battled back and kind of gotten that rotation we talked about a couple different times against Springville.
Ball's hit to Noonan. Noonan eventually hits it to
There
Hennick, who makes
go.
a nice little play. Instead of hitting it hard this time, just kind of taps it over, and that brings the score to 18-17. And that'll put Lily Kramer up to serve here for the Wildcats in the past few games that I've attended.
She's done a great job.
She's done a great job from this position here. She's kind of helped the Cats go on a rally. That's Coach was talking about her senior leadership the other day to me, and sometimes you need to make a play, and that's what she's been able to do for the Cats. So volleys continued, and good hit there by Hennick again. This time, man, I tell you what, though, they're just returning all those hard hits. It's like Central City's almost better just kind of bopping it over. Is that a word you use? Bop?
I guess you can.
Okay, and then it's returned there by number 8. That is Himes, and Himes with the point. So Kramer's serving rotation didn't last quite as long as the last couple times. Maybe we'd hoped here, but nothing of her fault, just as the way the game's played sometimes. So that brings up a 18-18 score, and Starmont's serving here. They will hit it to Hennick, and Kramer kind of a little miscommunication there. I'm not sure what happened, but both kind of went for it and kind of stopped, and that resulted in a Starmont point. So it's 19-18 in favor of the Stars.
We need to get side out here, and then we need to get our serve going. Starmont's being scrappy.
Yeah, they really are. I tell you what, there's been a lot of plays here that they just look like we're making plays, and they're just capitalizing. Oh, like that one right there.
Yeah,
that's a great hit. Sarah Reed with a good hit, and it didn't amount to anything as Starmont returned it again. And yep, Fritcher's leg underneath the underneath the net on that one. I saw that one.
So 2018, it's still not over yet. Side out puts us at 19, and then we can rally off a couple points.
Got to credit Starmont, though. I'm impressed with what they've been doing this game. So ball is hit off the antenna, and that's another kind of mental error there. Hennick tried to just tap it in, and it was a little opposition when she got it, but that brings the score to 18-21, and that's not where the Cats want to be after this first one. Kind of a crazy night. So you want to do sponsors?
Yeah, for sure. This crazy night, we got things going. Each person and family has unique financial needs. That's why we offer a variety of personal banking and lending products. We offer everything you need for your personal financial success, from checking and savings accounts to loans and online services. Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So this is that game where 18-21, game 1 here, and the Wildcats need to get a side out, and we need to get this game and kind of establish that, hey, we're the better team tonight.
Yeah. This is a big run here for their server. I've been trying to check her number here, and I haven't been able.
21. Sarah Peck.
No, it's 33.
Oh, 30.
Taken. Oh, big time hit by Reed, but once again, 41 has had a big night.
Great job at digging up our hits.
So here goes again. Central City just kind of free balls it over, and then it's going to be their turn to capitalize, and that ball is in. Yeah, that ball is in, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
33 is Reagan Parkin. Reagan Parkin.
Reagan Parkin's had a good set of serves here, but I tell you what, number 41, Vask has kept a lot of balls in play here.
They've been really doing a good job at digging up those hits.
So 33 serving again here. Serve to Noonan. Noonan to Fritcher. Fritcher to Reed. Reed's been just hammering the thing home, but it's not getting points out of it. It's frustrating, I'm sure. So hits it to Fritcher. Another one. They're just making plays. I mean.
There it is. We just get out of. Yeah, they're just digging everything.
Yeah, I mean.
And everything's popping back up, and they're able to get an attack. We've got some good attacks.
Absolutely, we have. We've had numerous very, very good attacks, and they're just kind of waiting for it and then capitalizing when we're out of position. So that one's hit to Hennick. Hennick to Fritcher. Fritcher to Noonan. A soft little hit over, which is then hit back to Noonan. Noonan to Weber. Weber to Hennick. And
there it
that
is.
time they got one.
All right,
That's what we
get this
needed.
Going, yeah.
That's what we needed. We need a little energy there. So.
And we need Lacey here to have some big serves for us and hopefully get a rotation where we get that back row player out of there so she can't dig up those hits.
So here's Lacey Hennick with the serve, and that one looks good, and it puts them out of position at least.
Ooh, Eva Owens was in the net.
hit the net on that one. Yep, she didn't think she did, but
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, looked like it from here to me.
Yep.
So now the Wildcats really in some trouble, 24-19 in favor of the Stars. And the Stars will have number 21 up. Sarah Peck, she is serving. She hits it to Hannah Kramer. Hannah Kramer hits it to Fritcher. Fritcher to Owens. Owens to Starmont side. That's when it gets a little crazy for my broadcasting. Hits it back to Weber. Weber to Fritcher. Fritcher to Owens, who hits it back row again. And the Stars are in position to capitalize. And Owens hits it. Great play there. And mounts a nothing there for the Cats. So Cats dropped the first game here, so that's 19-15 in favor of the Stars. So I know the Wildcats were hoping for a different finish to the first one, but sometimes that happens. It was kind of a crazy night when you have high school student athletes and you have a 40-minute delay that sometimes happens. So
we got kind of a lot. Yeah, it's just kind of a weird night. We didn't really haven't had a chance to really preview the game. We kind of got started late here, getting some things figured out, but you know, Central City comes in 8-11 and they're kind of on a hot streak. Starmont's 4-11, and again, you know, no matter what the other opponent's record is, you still got to go out and you know, compete to your level, and that's the one thing is we mentioned when we played Springville, we were talking about the games coming into Springville and how we hit that one tournament and how the girls were talking about Cedar Valley Christian and how they didn't play up to their potential and they kind of played down. That, I mean, I'll give you credit. Starmont played a great game tonight.
Absolutely.
But we've got to come out. We've got to match that scrappiness with our own. Sarah Reed has some great hits, and
probably about 6 of them at least.
You just got to keep banging back. If they're going to do it, we got to do it back to them. And so you got to bring your A game every night. That's sometimes when you're rebuilding a program that's maybe not used to winning and stuff. They have to be, you know, sometimes like, we're going to. You just got to bring it every night, and these guys have been doing so awesome. So let's hopefully, and you know what? They're the comeback Cats, isn't that what we said?
Catbacks, yep. So that's we're ready for this.
Alburnett, they went down 2 games.
We are waiting for our back line judge here. Hopefully,
where'd Mr. Swanson go? Does he know he has 3? He has more games.
Yeah, he was in a hurry. I don't know if he rushed out to the restroom. There he is. Okay.
Here he comes.
So, yep, he's back. We're ready to roll here. So, yeah, like we said, it's kind of an interesting start, but I got to give credit to Starmont.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they just played really well.
The one positive thing is that we have been down, and hopefully we don't panic. And like I said, Alburnett, we were down 0-2. Springville, we were down 1 game to 2 games, and we came back and got both those. So we know what it takes to win. We lost the game. Hopefully we can come back here. So
yeah, and the Cats are playing for a little something here. I've done a little sports history at Central City, and win number 9 would give us this tie of the 1991 team, which was the most wins that we've been able to find in Central City history, which volleyball dates back to the 80s really. But so tonight would be a good one to get it down here. Kidding. So at home, got a good crowd even after a crazy night.
Yeah.
Balls. Oh, go ahead. I guess your turn.
So we got Wildcats here on the attack, and it's over to Starmont, and they have a hit out of the middle, played up by Kramer. And it's going to be a hit over by Fritcher, who just kind of tosses it over. There's a free ball over by Starmont. It's going to be attacked by Owens, and oh, they said that was 4 hits. I thought Starmont blocked it, but they said Starmont didn't get a touch. So it's going to be a point. We got Schumacher serving for Starmont. There's a dig by Owens. Hennick gets it over. Free ball by Fritcher. Starmont plays it up. There's a hit from the outside. Not a very good hit, but she makes it over, and there's a back set to Fritcher. Pounds the ball. There we go, Wildcats. Let's get going here. That was a great hit. Sarah Reed was pounding the ball, had some really nice hits in the first game, but the Starmont Stars made some great plays on it, but nobody was going to dig that ball up. So it's 1-1. We're in game 2. Eva Owens is going back to serve for the Wildcats. Nice serve there, passed up to the front row, and there's going to be a hit from the outside, dug up by Kramer. Set. Then they call that two hits on Leah Weber. They're really watching that. We saw that call a couple times in Springville, and the other night when I was doing the Alburnett game, there was several on those sets. So they're really calling that tight this year. So that's going to be side out, and then Mackenzie Curtis serves for the Starmont, goes out of bounds, so the Wildcats get it back. So it's 2-2, and Emma Fritcher is going to go back and serve for the Wildcats. And there's a nice serve. There's going to be a free ball, so let's use this, Wildcats. There's Owens, gets it up to Fritcher. Fritcher quick hits to Elise Skelton. It's blocked. Ooh, it's blocked and then hit right back over, and I think that was Hennick, and that was called in by Mr. Swanson. He's questioning himself. You don't do that, Mr. Swanson. You just call it and stick with the call. And so the point goes to the Wildcats. Fritcher's going to serve it again outside, and there's Kramer digging it up. Fritcher's going to back set it, and Weber tips it over. There's the set by the Starmont, and the nice dig by Owens, and a hit over by Weber, and the Stars weren't ready for that hit on that second hit, so Wildcats are going to get a point. It's going to be 4-2 Cats. Emma Fritcher still serving. She's got a nice jump serve, nice hard serves, and they serve. I bet you if we would have been in air on time, we would have talked about how Emma Fritcher's leading the Wildcats in ace serves, and coming into tonight's game is 31, and let's make that 32 right there. So she's going to serve it again. There's another, oh, that looked like a bad hit, but they get a hit out of it, and Natalie Noonan isn't able to get over in the corner and run that one down. So Wildcats got a little thing going there, 5-3. It's going to go over to Starmont. They've got Baumgartner serving for the Starmont. Noonan pops it up, gets it to Weber. Weber's going to get it to Hennick, and Hennick, nice, uses the single block, and the blocker just wasn't able to put that back over, so it's going to go out on her arms, and the Wildcats are going to get the point, 6-3. And we've got Lily Kramer, and again, we just talked about, she's really does such a nice job at changing up her serves. There's going to be an attack by the Stars. Nice dig by Weber, gets it up. Oh, and then a bad pass by Noonan, and just weren't able to make things happen there. So, so much for Lily Kramer being able to take advantage of her serve. Let's hopefully we get back to her here. So there's a side out, and this is this rotation where it kind of hurt us. It's 6-4. And this is going to be
number
Parkin.
33 was.
And
hey, that helps us, because she went on about
her.
Good job, Garth, I guess. So we have a root against a kid, I guess. I'm not trying to do that.
No, but so she hit it in the net, so that's awesome for the Wildcats, because she probably ripped off about 8 points there for them in that first game. So there's Lacey Hennick back to serve for the Wildcats. It's going to be a down ball. Kramer pops it up. Fritcher passes it to Owens, who just bumps it over, and it's going to be an outside set, tight, and there's a play at the net, and Reed gets it back over there, and popped up by Owens. There's Hennick keeping it alive, and Owens just tips it over.
Good play.
And there's a set to the outside here for Starmont, blocked, kept alive by Weber, and it's going to be a hit by Owens. Nice play by, nice play by the Wildcats. Good hustle there. Kind of some scrappiness come back. Actually, both teams kind of doing whatever needed to be done to keep the ball in play, and the Wildcats came on top that time. So we got 8-4. We're in game 2, and Lacey Hennick, nice serve by Lacey. That goes backwards, and it's going to be hitting air in the net by the Starmont Stars. That was a bad initial pass, and the Wildcats are able to take advantage of that. And I think there's going to be a timeout by Starmont. It's 9-4.
Yeah,
and we're in game 2. Starmont took game 1, 25-19.
So as we finally have a break here on a crazy night, we're going to thank our sponsor here. So Next Bank is a financially strong community bank. Invested partnerships help their customers achieve what's next for their financial dreams. Next Bank has 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. And, you know, like we said, we just kind of came out flat in that first game. It took a little while. Kind of the craziness of the night looked like it might have got to the kids a little bit. That happens. I always hate as a coach having – I hate having a game on a day that you don't have school, because it seems like kids are just out of their routine, and you never know what's going to happen. So this is maybe like that for Coach Martin.
Yeah, so hopefully we got things going again here. So we got Lacey Hennick back to serve. Nice serve there, and that's going to be a tight – oh, they just – bounced it over. Fritcher gets it, and they get a set to Owens, and there's a block, and the Starmont Stars keep it alive. There's going to be a down ball. Hennick tight to the net. Fritcher just hits it over, and nice. Emma couldn't do anything with that set, so she just tipped it as far back in that corner, and Starmont just wasn't able to play it up here. So
great spot, though. I mean, she put him out of position.
Yep. Those are those toughest spots. We've mentioned those before. Lacey Hennick hits it in the net, 10-4. Hate to see that. You want to keep things going, but hopefully the momentum here, the Wildcats have things going and can get it right back. So Lacey Hennick's going to go out, and Hannah Kramer comes in, and we've got looks like Sarah Peck is serving. Kramer gets it up to, and there's a big hit by Sarah Reed, and returned over by Starmont. Fritcher sets Owens, and there's a nice hit by Eva Owens, and the Starmont Stars had some blockers there, just weren't able to handle it.
I thought it fell on their side, and it ended up being on our side.
So Eva Owens with the big hit, and that's going to be side out Wildcats, 11-5. We're in game 2. Leah Weber with the serve. There's going to be a set. And the hits from the outside. Weber just isn't able to play that through the block, so it's going to be a side out back for Starmont. So it's 11-6 Wildcats. And Geraldine Federler is going to be the server for Starmont, and she's going to put it in play. Hannah Kramer pops it up to Leah Weber, who bumps it to Fritcher, who bumps it over there, and it's going to be a set. And it's going to go. It's in, so we did get a touch on that also anyway, so there's a point. It's 11-7, and Federler's going to serve it again. She serves it out. Mr. Swanson's not paying attention over there.
I'm not sure he knows that's his spot.
That's his call, but it was enough that the officials could make the call, so Sarah Reed's going to step back and serve for the Wildcats, 12-7. This is game 2. And there's the set. And it goes to Owens, who digs it up. And it's a set.
Good
and Fritcher hits it over, but it's saved. And there's a hit out of the middle. Weber sets Owens. Owens just kind of bumps it over. There's the back set by Baumgartner. Dug up by Weber, and a quick hit by Lee Skelton.
Good hit there.
I'm not in a very good position. I have
Tell you what, that was a big play by Hannah Kramer.
Yeah, it's a nice pass.
Yeah, good save
Hannah's
there.
come in here in these last couple games and has come into that back row and has really done a nice job passing. So we got 13-7. Sarah Reed serving for the Wildcats. Wildcats down 1-0. There's a nice block by Fritcher and Skelton, and Weber keeps it alive, and it's going to be just bumped over by Hannah Kramer. There's a quick.
Those are tough.
Baumgartner, the setter for the Stars, instead of setting that, just tipped it, and we were ready for that to defend that hit and weren't able to make the play. So side out, Stars, 13-8. Emily Schumacher is going to be the server. Nice pass by Hannah Kramer, and there's a hit by Owens. And,
nice.
They were ready for that
there.
time. Baumgartner just tried to hit that over, and Fritcher and Skelton were right there. There's going to be a set to Fritcher. Good block by Starmont. And then at least Skelton with the hit over. And it's going to be a free ball, so let's go Wildcats. Weber gets it to Fritcher to Elise. Played back, and there they are
nice.
again.
Big play by Starmont.
Yeah. Starmont's being scrappy right now. There's Kramer, Lily Kramer with the pass to Weber, and Elise Skelton just has to bump it over. Kind of a bad set, but the Wildcats keep going. There's Hannah Kramer,
Nice.
great dig. Goes right back over to Starmont. There's
And
Lily Kramer.
Oh,
dang
man.
it.
That was a big-time play there.
Man,
Hannah Kramer has a good one, and
big
then
hit.
Lily had one, too,
Yeah.
and then it just kind of – that's battling, though. We're
That
battling.
was both teams really making some great plays again. Here we go, Wildcats. We need to get a side out. Schumacher with the serve.
Uh-oh, right at
There's
me.
Oh.
Here comes – that's the second
out.
time Miss Lentz has been hit. She got hit earlier when they threw the
Tell
small
her to
ball.
move. She's too close to the computers. Move. It's
The video, we don't know. It says it's delayed. I don't know what's going on.
There's Fritcher with the hit, and the set by Baumgartner, and there's a big hit by Baumgartner, or I'm sorry, on Himes, and so it's 13-11. We've still got Schumacher serving. Wildcats need a side out here. So there's Lily Kramer with the pass up to Weber. Weber out to Skelton. Skelton hits it into the net. Not what we wanted right there. So let's go Wildcats, 13-12. This is kind of what happened to game one is the Wildcats were down, then we got up, and then the Stars made a run back at us. And so the Wildcats need to get a side out here and get some things going. There's a quick hit by Fritcher, dug up by the Stars. And Himes is really pounding the ball over there. She's in that strong side, and there's another big hit and block, but we just can't do anything. So Macy Himes, sophomore, 5'9", she's really hitting the ball. So we got 13-13 here.
Yeah.
Starmont's worked their way back into it. We were up, and then called a timeout. Starmont did, and then now we're in that situation. I tell you what, that number 8, Macy, I don't know if Hymus is really hitting the ball really well. And so we need to try to figure that out and get a side out here.
So as this timeout is going, I'll give a shout out to Next Bank. So what are you saving for? Whether it's retirement, your child's education, a new car, or just a rainy day, Next Bank has the right savings account for whatever's next for you. Next Bank is committed to help you achieve what's next for your financial dreams. Bank on your success with Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, so here we go. We'll come out of the timeout. Each team's used one timeout. And Schumacher's going to be serving again. There's the serve, and there's Hannah Kramer with the nice pass up to Weber. Weber quick to Fritcher. Fritcher just tips it over. It's going to be set back out there to the Hymus, and she puts that straight down. We need to get a block over there. And try to, because there's not going to be anybody who's going to be returning that.
No, that was a big-time hit
That
there.
was a big-time hit. So Schumacher serves it. Owens. There's Elise Skelton, but there's a block and hit tipped over. There's Weber to Owens, and it's returned back over by Starmont. And Owens is going to do it again, and is out. A little long there by Eva. So it's 13-15. So we need to get something going here, Wildcats. Let's get a side out. There's Eva, not saved by Lily Kramer and just pushed over by Fritcher. There's going to be the set out to Hymus, and she goes with another one, and we've just got to get a block over there. I'm not sure. She's putting that down. We got to get some help. The back row is going to be hard for them to play that up.
Yeah,
so
she's hurting us right now.
Schumacher with the serve. There's Lily Kramer, and just not able to do anything here. So
big run here by the
shanked
Stars.
Off yeah, it is. So we got 17-13 Wildcats here. Need that side out. There's the pass set by Weber, and it's just going to be a free ball over by Owens. There's going to be the set. They're going to get it to Hymes, and then there's another big hit. I'm not sure why we got Emma Fritcher over there and Elise Skelton. I'm not sure if she's just hitting it through those blockers or what. And our back row just really isn't standing much of a chance to do anything with her.
Yeah, we're in a tough position here. We got to make a move.
Lily Kramer gets it up to Weber, and there's just a little hit over by Owens, and they're going to do Hymus again. And we just can't do anything. We can't stop her. She's killing us. Literally killing us with her kills.
Yeah, absolutely. She is hitting it wherever she wants to right now. So that is a big run by the Stars, kind of depleted the energy from the Cats. You can kind of tell here.
So there's the serve. Hannah Kramer gets it up. There's
There's one.
back
There
by.
we go.
There we go.
That's what we needed.
Emma Fritcher says, you can do that, I can do it too. And she gets a kill right there. So now we're going to have Eva Owens going back to serve. And Lacey Hennick's going to sub in here for Hannah Kramer. So Wildcats need to put something together here. We talked about Starmont had a server, put together a couple strong serving rotations. We need to do the same thing. But Hymas is still in the front row, and there's a big hit. But Eva Owens pops it up. Lily Kramer's got it, and we're just going to free ball it over.
Got it over at least on that one.
Yeah, we got it over. And there's a skill. Oh, shoot. They got it over, but it was just barely over, and we weren't able to do anything. It was so tight to the net. So it's going to be a point for Starmont. 2014, Wildcats are down. We're down one game. We lost game one. And we've got Mackenzie Curtis with the serve, and we're just going to, Lacey Hennick's going to hit that over. There's Hymas again. We got the block that time. And we need to get that free ball it over, and we just out of position and just hit it out. So
we're just not playing our best ball right now.
Got to be moving. You always got to be anticipating, and the Wildcats just need to get it going. They can do it. So there's a good serve, and there's going to be an ace. She didn't serve it hard, but Curtis found that weak spot. 22-14.
Yeah, Starmont really has the foot on the pedal right now. We've got to find a way to counter.
That's for sure. So there's the serve. Noonan with the pass. It goes right up to Starmont, and Hymas and Sarah Peck were both right there.
23-14 Stars.
Yep, this isn't where we wanted to be, Wildcats. And there's Lily Kramer with the pass. Leah Weber bumps it out to Hennick. Hennick hits the ball, dug up by the Stars, and there's Hymas again. And this, it's in. I thought that was going to go deep, but it was in. Hymas is on fire. We can't stop her right now. So Curtis is going to go back. It's 14-24, game point. And there's Natalie Noonan. It gets it, and it's just a down ball over by Fritcher. And the outside set to Hymas, and she just tips it over. That's lucky for the Cats here. Let's use that. Fritcher pounds it. It's blocked, and it's going to be a point Starmont. So, woo, that was not what we're liking here. The Wildcats go down 2-0. We lose that one 14-25. So Wildcats are really going to have to get some things figured out here.
Yeah, we've not got the start that we wanted to. I thought for a while there we controlled that early part of that second game. And
I
then,
felt really good about it.
Yeah, we just kind of ran out of, I don't know, ran out of gas or just kind of ran out of focus or what? We had a lot of mental errors there.
Hit that serve, and then that, again, Hymas, Macy Hymas, 5'9" junior. She's pounding the ball.
Yeah, she hit a lot of those home.
We just couldn't either get our blocks going or / we weren't able to get somebody in there to dig that up. So, well, Wildcats called them comeback Cats.
Yeah, catbacks.
Catbacks. So they've got the work cut out for them, but we can do this. You know, we did it the other night against Alburnett, and we were down 2-1 to Springville and came back. So the Wildcats know how to do this. It's just a matter of they need to just get organized, get their heads right, and really come out and just play clean ball and put the pressure on Starmont.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's something that we definitely can do. We're definitely capable of. You know, we've seen them come back against Springville. We've seen them come back. Oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Alburnett. Thank you.
Just the other night.
Saw those last week, and
just
gotta get the energy back. I mean, we kind of had a swagger the other night that you could kind of see that we were. Confident, you know, we gotta get that confidence back here tonight and get it rolling in our direction. So, you know, let's do a shout out here to Next Bank before we get rolling. We're getting close here. So, Next Bank is a financially strong community bank. Invested partnerships help their customers to achieve what's next for their financial dreams. Next Bank has 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So, thanks again as we're transitioning into our new broadcast here this year with our YouTube channel, Wildcat Sports channel, as well as our NFHS, which shows me currently as being delayed. I'm not certain what's the deal on that, to be honest with you. We have been trying to fix that all night. I'm hoping that it's recording it and just will upload it later. I'm just not certain on what's going on there. So Natalie Noonan started off to serve for the Cats and hit right at Hymas. I mean, Hymas,
she
they got
right
it back
up
to
where
her.
she left off,
yeah,
man.
she's literally just absolutely. I mean, she probably has 10 kills in the last game.
Yeah,
last game I bet she did.
Yeah.
So she's hurting us right now. And now the Stars are serving. This ball is going to be hit. Fritcher hits it pretty hard too, but they save it, and then it's hit to Hymas. Oh, I'm not sure what
I don't
Wayne's
know if Mr. Swanson's doing. Yeah, the ball, that was in.
I think he's meaning in, but
yeah.
Kind of turned around and then got confused, and so
we can't make too much
yeah,
crap out of him.
he signed up today. Yeah, volunteered today. I appreciate it.
That could be you or I out there.
I was gonna be, so I appreciate his help. But yeah, that ball is scored by the Stars, and now that one.
That's Emma Fritcher.
There we go, Fritcher. So now it's 2-1 in favor of the Stars, but we have Emma Fritcher up to serve for the Cats. Let's see if we can get a little run going here. It's something we haven't really just gotten on a big run yet. I mean, we had the one. I can't remember who was serving.
In the first game, I really thought we had something going, and Sarah was really pounding the ball, but they just kept playing it up, digging the ball. So
and there's Fritcher, who has a nice jump serve there, and they're going to come back to Hymas. Shocker. And we returned this one. So
we got the block, but it went out. So at least we're there. That was a little better, but unfortunately, it's going to be a side out.
Yeah. Yep. And that's the case here, and now that brings up Starmont serving. That's hit to Briley Brooks. Briley Brooks to Fritcher. Fritcher to Hennick, who hits it over, and it's just going to be free ball back over by the Stars, and they're going to hit it to Weber. There we go. Weber with the kill.
There we go.
So
let's get going here,
that's what we
Wildcats.
needed here, and now we have Sarah Reed, it looks like, stepping up to serve here for the Cats. The Wildcats are wearing their pink out breast cancer shirt. Shirts that got our white libero jersey on as well. So the serve by Reed is then returned by the Stars and then eventually hit over to Hennick for the hit, and it's hit out of bounds. So short rest there for Lily Kramer.
Yep.
She comes right back in. So now the Stars look to capitalize on a mishap there by the Wildcats. The ball's hit to Briley Brooks. Ball's returned over. Starmont then hits it back at Central City. Hennick with the dig. Eventually hit to, big time hit there by Elise Skelton. So good set there, I believe, by Fritcher. Was that Fritcher or Weber?
Yeah.
Fritcher or Weber, one of the two.
Fritcher.
Okay, Fritcher.
Quick set there, and at least they will find a hole.
Yeah, at least hit that one hard right into the gap of the defense. So we have Lacey Hennick serving here, and she kind of puts the Stars out of position. They eventually get it to Hymas, who hits it. Not quite as hard as she has been.
That wasn't Hymas.
Oh, it's okay, Garth. We'll be okay. So the ball's eventually hit to Eva Owens, who hits it back, and the ball is done. Oh, almost knocks over my official on the night.
Actually,
that would be bad.
We need to take advantage of this rotation because Hymas is not in the
game
contest right now, so she's just a front row player. So we really need to do something here.
Yeah, I thought my official stand there they got going. I hope that works out okay. So Hennick with the serve.
Yes.
Oh, then is eventually kind of tipped out of.
There's an ace.
Yeah. That was close. That was one of those where I think she wasn't sure if it was going to be good or not good, so she just eventually tapped it and it went out of bounds. So now the score is 5-4 Cats. So don't call it a cat back, right? Hennick hits it. Nice serve. And it's hit back to Weber. Weber to Fritcher. Fritcher to Owens. Owens, blocked at the net by number 21 there, potentially for the Stars, which is Sarah Peck. It's kind of one of those that just kind of bounced right back and we weren't ready for.
Yep.
So Peck is up to serve here for the Stars, scores 5-5. She hits it to Hannah Kramer. Kramer to Fritcher. Fritcher to Skelton, who hits it over. And there's a good save there by Lily Kramer. And ball's eventually hit over by Weber. So now it looks like Schumacher is kind of on a little roll here for the Stars. She had two big hits there in a row for the for the Stars. So.
Yep. She's a 5'5" sophomore. So they got a young team.
They do. It seems like we're all sophomores here. All right, so there's the serve, and that's a really good serve. It puts us in a bad position. Hannah Kramer's eventually just going to hit it over. And the Stars are going to look to capitalize on that. And Emma Fritcher with a nice save. And that one is out. So that one is out by the Wildcats. And, in favor of the Wildcats.
Right.
So that brings up Leah Weber to serve. Weber hits it to the back row. And the Stars look to capitalize. It's blocked at the net.
Yes.
And, yeah, that was, I think, an attempted set, but it went over.
Well,
and
then Starmont thought it was going to go out, and they just stood there and watched it, and it hit the line. So
regardless, point Cats,
that's
right?
Exactly
so that's
right.
what we'll call
take
that. So Weber serves again, 7-6 in favor of the Wildcats. They're down 2-0 on the night, not the start they wanted. Big time block there by Skelton.
Skelton and Fritcher.
One of the two.
They were both there, so
yeah,
awesome.
So 8-6 Cats.
Come on, Wildcats.
This is where the Wildcats definitely need to capitalize. So Weber still serving here, and she hits it deep to the back. Coming back for the Stars, it's an out of bounds. Yeah, so that one's hit way deep by Fedler, another sophomore for the Stars. So went for the kill and hit it too deep. So that's 9-6 in favor of the good guys here, Karth. So
keep it up.
Weber's serve is going to be returned by Schumacher. Hit to Owens. Owens to Weber. Weber to Fritcher, and then
dug up.
Yeah, it looks like Starmont's kind of out of position here, so they just push it over. Hannah Kramer hits it to Weber. Weber to Owens. Owens a little off balance on that, so she just kind of hits it over too. And then Schumacher,
nice
good
play
by Hannah Kramer, and eventually is going to be hit over by Owens. Nice block by Lee Skelton. No point for the Wildcats, but that was a big block. Schumacher again.
Nice.
Lily Kramer this time to Weber. Back to Kramer. This is a long valley here. So it's now once again. Oh, I know we're just kind of making noises, but I wasn't sure what was going to happen there. And I think, that was close. Out.
We just got a little off bounce there on that return, and we just free-balled it over and just went out of bounds.
Yeah, that was one of those tough ones you couldn't really tell from this angle, but line judge had it on top of it there.
Yeah.
So Lily,
nice
the ball's
pass.
hit to Lily Kramer. To Fritcher.
Nice.
Fritcher kills that one. So that's not a spike, that's a kill, Karth. That's what I've been told by the girls, and that's what I'm sticking with.
This is a big rotation. Lily's done such a good job of serving and getting 5, 6, 7 points. She really changes up her serve, and we've got Emma Fritcher in the front row and Sarah Reed. So this is a big rotation for us, and they still have what's-her-face is out, Hymas.
Oh! Yeah, that's out. That's out. Kind of a miscommunication and resulted in the point.
Kind of bad. It was probably good that it was a miscommunication.
Point's a point.
That's exactly right. We got to keep going here.
So Lily Kramer serving. It's 11-7 favor of the Cats. They're down 0-2 on the night, but we're a comeback team. And Weber to Fritcher. Fritcher to Reed, and Reed hits it, and the ball is attempted block by Starmont.
But it just falls.
Yeah, it just falls on the other side of the net. So that is a timeout, Stars, and little run here for the good guys.
Yep, that's right. We're in game 3. It's 12-7. Wildcats are up. They're down 0-2 they lost the first 2 games. So real quick, what's next on your list of financial goals? Wherever you're going next bank has a loan that's right for you. Your next car, your next home, even your next adventure, all are within reach with a Next Bank loan. Convenient locations in Central City, Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Marion, and Coralville. Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So as I mentioned, this is a huge rotation for us. The big hitter for Hymas is out yet. She's just a front row player. And we've got our 2 big hitters is Sarah Reed and Emma Fritcher are both in the front row right now. And Lily's been one of our most consistent servers. And so this is a huge opportunity for the Wildcats here to maybe even finish this game out. That's asking a lot, but man, that would be nice.
And there goes Kramer. Kramer's serve is eventually hit back. Reed then pats it back over. Schumacher for the Stars hits it to Weber. Weber to Fritcher. Fritcher back row. Lily Kramer with a nice hit from the back row. Eventually hit back by Schumacher. Is that Schumacher? Nope. regardless, it's hit back to
Schumacher
Eva
was-
Owens. Eva Owens hits it
Nice
home, and then
block by Reed.
wow, I can't even keep up. So a lot going on here, but regardless, the Cats are now in position for Emma Fritcher to hit
Yes!
one home, and she does.
And I don't think she got a good
Nope.
swing at that,
Think
but
she
it was
missed it.
just enough that it hit off the side of her hand and found the open spot.
That's called trickery there.
That's trickery.
Yep.
That's kind of, yep. So we got Lily still serving for us.
And good serve by Lily Kramer, and
There it
that's
is.
an ace. Ooh.
Emma Fritcher's last hit is that three-pointer by the person you're like, no, that's
Yep.
not a good shot.
Yep.
Oh, you made it. Oh,
Great
so
shot,
great
great
job.
shot.
And that was like with Emma.
Yeah. So here's Lily Kramer. Kramer to
Federler back there.
oh nice hit, but
Yep.
Leah Weber's ready, and then eventually it's hit by Reed. Back to
Nice block by Fritcher.
and out of bounds. That's going to be a
Yes.
point for the Cats. Cats are on a roll here, and they need to keep it up, especially because you have kind of the ace there for.
Yes, Hymas is on the bench right now.
And that's been huge for the
And
Cats
we
here.
have-
So
Yes, our two hitters are in the front.
Kramer with a good serve here, and that's going to be
In.
Swan-
That's going to be just in.
Poor Swanson's getting picked
I
on in
know.
the back row. He's doing his
Dang.
first game of the year.
All
And
right.
he's in the back row.
Well, this is good
getting-
news, bad news for the Wildcats. I mean, we got 15-7, but Hymas is back in the front row, so we really have to work hard right now.
So that's a good serve there by the Stars, and eventually it's going to be hit to Eva Owens. Eva Owens is going to kind of hit it right over the front row, and then it's hit back to the Cats, to Weber. Weber to Fritcher. Fritcher winds up, and that one's in.
Huge to get another rotation here for Starmont, because that's one less time now that they can attack with Hymas.
Yep.
All right.
So now we have Eva Owens up serving here for the Cats,
Get in
and that's
there.
deep.
God.
Yep, that one's
Oh.
deep. So
That's tough. That's good. Puts them back. But we're on the attack right now, so hopefully we can take advantage of this here, get a good pass, and get the ball right back. 16-9, and we're in game 3. Wildcats here.
serve is hit to Kramer. Kramer to Weber. Weber to Hennick, and it's hit back to the Stars. Nice save there by Noonan. Noonan to Weber. Weber to Fritcher. Good hit by Fritcher, but the Stars make a play on it again. And
Yes! There it is. Blocked by Sarah Reed.
that blocked by Sarah Reed, but they're calling a point Stars. Said it went out of bounds. I think. I don't.
No. Oh, they said she was in the net? Wow, I didn't see that. They said Sarah was in the net. Well, Wildcats have to keep going here.
So eventually it's hit to Lacey Hennick, who makes a nice hit, but there you go again. Stars.
Oh, now Hymas.
Stars have Hymas in the front, and she hits one home there. So
So Emma Fritcher's going over to ask, I think maybe, I'm not sure what she's asking. Well, they can't really talk about that last play because
they
they've had
can't
another
challenge
play.
it now because they played another
Yeah.
one.
But I mean,
Yeah, I do feel like that was a missed call, but
yeah.
at this point you got to move on. I mean,
right,
it is what it is. It's-
Right.
You got a 5-point lead, you got to capitalize. So
Yep.
ball's hit to Noonan, Noonan to Weber, Weber to Fritcher, and
Nope.
Fritcher's tried to hit it a little too hard, and it goes out of bounds. So 16-12.
We got to get a side out right
Yep,
here.
got to get a side out. Girls are letting the call bother them here. You got to move on. So that one's to.
If I was
Kramer.
coach, I'd almost call a timeout right now.
I think that's what he's looking at. He
mean,
was contemplating it.
I mean, I think you got to just talk to him and just say, hey, forget about it. You know?
He was contemplating it. He looked and he's
Yeah.
going to let it ride. So you know what?
16-13.
That's a coaching decision. And
16-13.
so that
There it
goes
is.
Kramer. Kramer to Weber. Weber to Hennick.
There's
Good
a block
block.
on Hymas. Oh, God,
Oh, man,
dang
one of
it.
those. So Starmont went to return it there. We had a good block on Hymas, and then the ball eventually falls back to Starmont, and Starmont just kind of taps it into the net, and it rolls over. It's one of those tough ones for the Wildcats. So the score is now 16 Wildcats, 14 Stars, and that ball is hit to Noonan, Noonan to Weber, Weber to Fritcher has a nice hit to the back row, but once again, the Stars
there's what we needed.
capitalize. So good hit by Hennick. Ball's going to be returned here, and that's
yes.
out. That's out, yeah.
Hymas outsmarted herself. Instead of just hitting the ball hard, she tried tipping it, and it tipped it out. So, and we had the other one there, Tanner, I don't know if you noticed, but we got a block on that, and we're able to play it up.
Yep, and that kind of changed her mindset. So Fritcher with the serve, and the ball's going to eventually be hit back by the Stars, and Fritcher's going to set it to Reed, who has a nice spot, and that's a point catch.
Sarah, you know, hasn't gotten a ton of kills tonight, but she's had a lot of good hits.
Yeah, she's put it in the right spot.
Yeah, so this is probably one of the better games I've seen her as far as hitting the ball. Just hasn't gotten the kill for it, but.
Fritcher will serve. Jump serve goes to the back row there, and they're going to look to hit it to the Hymas, who just taps it over, so that's good for the Cats. It was a good contest. Fritcher to Reed, and Reed, that one's tipped.
Yeah,
yep.
So
that's a point.
Wildcats.
This is what the Cats need here. 19-14 in favor of the home team. So Wildcats are up. That's going to be a timeout, Stars. So you know what? Coach trusted his team and let them play through it. You know what? It panned out. They went on a little run here. So want to do shout out to Next Bank.
Go ahead and just thank Next Bank for all they do for Central City School, and they're our sole sponsor here for the Wildcat Sports Channel. Next Bank is a financially strong community bank. Invested partnerships help their customers achieve what's next for their financial dreams. Next Bank has 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So we really appreciate everything that Next Bank does for the Wildcats. So we're in game 3 here. Wildcats are up 19-14. They are down 0-2 as far as games, so we really have our work cut out for us, and we need to keep battling here. We can't take the pedal off. We just got to keep going.
So Emma Fritcher here serves for the Cats,
nice.
And that's an ace.
There's another ace.
2014 Cats.
That's at least her second one of the night.
Needed that one. So
yeah,
2014 Cats, and down 2-0. This is the time. If there's gonna be a time to do it, it's got to be now. So here goes Fritcher again with another serve. It will be hit up in the air, and they're coming back to Hymas, and we're contesting it again. We're doing a better job of contesting. Probably a good adjustment there made by back to Hymas, who that ball kind of got deflected by Starmont. They just kind of bopped it up in the air, and then Hymas went for the kill anyways, and she got it. So
Lacey just kind of almost needed to trust her back row, but good effort there. So let's get this side out.
So number 2, Schumacher is serving. She hits it to Weber. Weber to Fritcher.
There's
Fritcher
Sarah
to Reed.
Reed.
Once again, though, Reed's just getting.
Yeah. There's that touch.
Yep, that's what we even needed. Good hit, Reed again. Coming back to, nope, not to Hymas this time. So I don't know who it is if it's not to Hymas.
I know. That's
so just feel like every play. Back to Hymas, back to Hymas. So
all right.
21-15 Cats, and that brings up Sarah Reed to serve. So she's looking to go on a little run here. Reed hits it to the front row, and it's going to be they're out of position, but they hit it back over to Fritcher. Fritcher to Weber. Weber to Hennick, who hits it into the net.
That would have been huge. But Hymas is going out, so
this is where we've been capitalizing.
This is where we need to do it. It's 21-16, game 3. This is where we need to take advantage again.
So, that was kind of
almost a miss hit on the serve, and it barely went over, and it just took us off. But this is where the Wildcats need to understand that Hymas is out, and we need to do something here.
So number 33, Parkin, will be serving, and she hits it to Kramer. Kramer to Fritcher. Fritcher to Hennick. Hennick just kind of bops it over, and they're going to hit it back to Schumacher. Schumacher's going to hit it deep to Kramer. Kramer to Fritcher. Fritcher to Hennick, and Hennick gets deflected at the front, and that's a point Cats. So
big, that's big.
So now we will have Eva Owens checking in for Natalie Noonan, and it looks like Lacey Hennick, I believe, is stepping back to serve here. So big couple possessions here for the Cats, So Lace with the jump serve is hit to the Stars. They return it with Schumacher. Schumacher just taps it. There's no backside rotation. I don't know what the backside just didn't look ready there. So.
And we went a little early on our block, and she kind of pushed it over. But anyway, that's 22-18.
Hannah Kramer will check in for Hennick after the serve. You have number 21, Peck, serving for the Stars. This is a big couple plays here.
Yep.
She hits it to Kramer. Kramer hits it to Fritcher. Fritcher to, kind of,
Just not a very good pass, and Emma wasn't able to do much with it. And so that's all right. 22-19 right here, Wildcats. We got to finish this out. We got to get a side out and finish it.
So Peck with the serve. She hits it into the net, and I thought that was going to be one of those ones that hits the net and rolls over.
It always happens to us. I know that I've seen that happen way more against us than for us to get that. So here we go, 23-19. Big
serve here by Weber. Weber hits it over. It's eventually going to be returned by Schumacher. It's blocked at the net by Skelton, and that's going to be returned again by Schumacher. So, Hannah Kramer hits it, but that one's going to be out of bounds. Yeah,
off balance and just kind of fell forward and busted it over there. All right.
So Fedler will be up for the Stars to serve. 20-23 is your score. 2-0 lead for the Stars, so this will do it. And there's miscommunication between sisters, it looked like on that one. And Lily looked like she was not happy with her sister on that one, so maybe miscommunication by the younger Kramer there. But regardless, 23-21. And Fedler hits it to Fritcher. Fritcher to Weber. Weber back to Fritcher. Fritcher hits it into the net. And that time we got the favor, so it rolled over. We need 1 point.
She really had a good arm swing with that.
You know, you need 1 point, and Coach has been talking about Lily Kramer's senior leadership and what she's provided in that regard.
She's really been
She's up serve, so here we go. See if the senior can do it for the Cats. So she puts it in good position here, and that's it. That's it. That's what we needed.
That's the way. Sarah Reed with a huge solo block there to finish that game.
So don't call it a comeback. Call it a catback,
That's
Carth.
right.
That's what we've been saying. So, you know, I'm looking here at the radar, and I'm just hoping we get done by 11 o'clock because that's what 10:40.
It's going on 9.
Yeah, so I think we're good.
All right, so Wildcats take game 3. So it's 25-19 in game 1. Starmont took that game 25-14, and then now Wildcats come back game 3, 25-21. I tell you what, I think the difference in that game was we were able to take advantage of a rotation when Hymas was in the back row, which is Starmont's best hitter by far tonight anyway. And we were able to take advantage of her being in the back row. And then when she did come in the front row, if you noticed, we were actually getting some blocks. And that was allowing a tip anyway. You know, the blocks were, and then that was allowing our back row players a chance to get a pass, and then we were able to attack. So that was huge. And then you mentioned it. We blocked her one time, and then she kind of outsmarted herself and just tried to tip it. And you can kind of get into a hitter's head sometimes if you can get those blocks going like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're headed into game 4 here for the night after kind of a little delay due to some weather. And
just kind of looking at the stats, we didn't really get a chance to talk about them. She's got 142 kills for her team this year, and the next person who's closest is Emily Schumacher with 56. So
wow.
It just tells you how big of a hitter and how important Macy Himes is. So we really have to know where she's at here as we go through this next game, and we have to really take advantage when she's on the bench. But I will say we did a much better job in game 3 as far as slowing her down by getting some tips and blocks on her ball, on her hits, versus just letting her pound it. So Wildcats, we're going into game 4. The officials are talking about something. I'm not sure what they're talking about here. But they're talking about something. And I believe Starmont's going to start with the serve on this.
I believe so too.
So we have to, so Starmont's going to serve, and Hymas is going to be in that left front, so she's going to have 3 rotations to attack. So the Wildcats really have to play good defense when Starmont's on. Going to be a hit by Sarah Reed in the net. That's one of the few poor hits that Sarah's had tonight.
Yeah, 2-0 start here for the Stars.
Yeah.
Not a good start here.
There's a pass. It's going to be a tip by Eva Owens, but Hymas is right there for the block. We've got to know where she is offensively, and we've got to know where she is defensively.
Absolutely.
So Schumacher with the serve, and there's the pass Hennick. It goes straight over, so now it's going to be the attack. And there's a block by Reed and Fritcher on Hymas, and then they aren't able to take advantage, and she free balls it over, and it goes out. So there's that side out we needed, and there's the block. So hopefully she's a sophomore. She obviously is a good hitter, but, you know, sometimes you get some blocks that can kind of get in your head, so hopefully we can slow her down a little bit. There's Eva Owens with the serve for the Wildcats. It's going to be Hymas again out of that strong side, but there's the block by Reed and Fritcher, played back over by Starmont, and there's the hit by Sarah Reed, played up by Schumacher. It's going to be outside to Hymas. She really didn't have a good attack at it, but we're just not ready in that back row. That's the second time. Eva Owens did the same thing that somebody did earlier, and it's like we're not ready, and we're falling forward and just hitting it out of the gym and on a simple up ball. So anyway, there's a side out, or there's this serve into the net, so that's what we like to see here. So Wildcats are going to get the ball back. It's 4-2. Starmont's up. Wildcats have to try to really battle in this game. Let's get some big serves and get the momentum and get the win in this game and come back here for a game 5. So there's Emma Fritcher. The set is going, oh, they went to the middle this time, and Natalie Noonan wasn't able to do anything with it, and so it's going to be a side out, and the Stars are up 5-2.
Yeah, this is a situation where Wildcats got to battle back here. I mean, 6-2. That's after that serve.
Sydney Baumgartner is serving here, 5'5" sophomore, and she just took a little off of that, and we weren't ready for it. And so now there's Leah Weber, gets the pass up to Fritcher. Hennick with the hit. Baumgartner gets it up, and they get it over to Hymas, but she's not able to do anything, just free balls it. So let's go Wildcats. There's Sarah Reed with the big hit, but the Stars keep it in play, and there's Hymas. Tight set. She just, that's got to be a throw. But anyway, it's going back and forth, and they're going to set her again on the outside and played up by Noonan. There's the set by Fritcher. There's another hard hit by Sarah Reed, just hitting a really good job tonight. There's the block. Fritcher keeps it going, and there's the hit by Lacey Hennick, and they're going to go with Baumgartner again, and they get her. Both teams going back and forth, and Hymas just gets that hit and gets the kill. So 7-2, Wildcats need to get something going here. There's Natalie Noonan with the pass to Fritcher. Fritcher's going to back set it to Reed. Reed's been hot, kept it play by the Stars. It's going to be just a free ball over. Lily Kramer, Hennick with the hit.
Out of bounds.
And it's out, just down. She tried to go down the line and just goes out a little bit. It's 8-2.
Yeah, 8-2 in favor of the Stars here. So this is a situation where the Wildcats got to get out of.
Cindy Baumgartner serving right now. Natalie Noonan, and they goes to Hennick. Hennick gets it over, and the Stars keep it in play, and they get it to Hymas, and she hits it right to Hennick. Hennick pops it up, and it's hit over by Weber. They're going back outside. A quick hit out of the middle for the Stars, but it's kept in play. Hennick gets it tight. Let's see if the Wildcats can do something. Weber to Fritcher, Fritcher to Reed. Nice, but it's dug up by the Stars, kept in play by the Stars, and now Hennick. Hitting error by Hennick. And the Stars are just doing everything right. They can't mess up. Every time they put their arm out, they're just popping the ball up, and the Wildcats just
we just haven't been able to capitalize here. So Next Bank combines the values of a locally owned, independent Eastern Iowa community bank with expanded services and the latest technology to meet our customers' fast-moving lifestyle. Bank on your success with Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So, not the start the Cats wanted here, but you know what? We've been able to come back in other games. Let's see if we can do it one more time, and then maybe we can start with the lead in the next one for our heart's sake. But this is one of those times. So got to battle back. They're kind of in a hole, but we are doing a better job, like you said, of contesting Hymas at the net, and hopefully that'll play a role long term. Just look a little out of sync though defensively.
There's Lily Kramer, and there's Sarah Reed with the big hit, but dang, dug up by the Stars.
Every time we do
Natalie
something.
Noonan, and there's then we try a quick hit to Reed, and it's a mistake. Man, Sarah Reed hit the crap out of that ball, and just a great dig by the Stars. So they're just answering everything we throw at them. There's going to be Reed again just with a down ball. Stars going to pass it up, and then they're out back set to Hymas, and we can't stop. We didn't get over there. That was just a bump set out to her, and we weren't able to get out there and slow her down. So Wildcats need to get over there and get out of this. So we've got
11-2
yeah,
Stars.
Sydney Baumgartner's has been serving all these points. I think it was 4-2 when she took over.
Yeah, she's
here.
on a roll.
There's Hennick.
Good hit,
bumped
but
up. It's kept it alive, and then Hymas is just going to free ball it. Let's go, Wildcats. Weber sets it outside to Lacey Hennick, and it's bumped up by the Stars, and a hit. And Fritcher out to Weber. Weber.
Nice. There we go. We need to get out of that.
They thought that it was behind the antenna, but this line judge up here, Mr. Swanson's not paying attention. Oh. He overruled. Wow. The top judge overruled that call, and so it's going to be a point for the Stars. So it's 12-2. Fritcher to Reed. Reed just tips it over. It's going to be outside to Hymas, and there, finally, we get that break that we need. And so it's 12-3, and I tell you what, we have our work cut out for us, but we can do it.
Yeah, 12-3, and Sarah Reed up to serve here. Hopefully she can kind of get us headed in the right direction.
Nice serve. And there's Elise Skelton, and just, oh, Jesus. Everything that Starmont's just literally putting their arms out there, and the ball's popping right back over. And I guess they called Elise for being in the net. Wow. So 13-3. Well, on the positive note, with that rotation, Hymas goes out, so let's see what happens. I'm going to make a note, 13-3. If the Wildcats can do anything with her out of the lineup here, it's going to be Elise Skelton with a hitting error. So 14-3. Wildcats are just not shaking off the mistakes like they have in the past. So there's a jump serve, Noonan. Fritcher back sets it to Hennick. Hennick out. We're just not doing what we need to do here. 15-3, Wildcats need to try to get some things figured out. Timeout here, 15-3. And it all starts with a good pass and then being able to get that set. We've got some good hitters here, and we just got to take advantage again of this lineup with Hymas out. Yeah,
this is a time we definitely need to go on a run here. So kind of the life has been a little bit out of the Cats, but they got to make a few plays and then get it back. It seems like every time we make a good play, though, Starmont's just responding. This team's won 4 games, and that's unbelievable to me.
4-11, and I wonder if there's been some injuries or something, because and they're playing great tonight. So we should take a minute to say that tonight is the Breast Cancer Awareness Night. You mentioned it. The Wildcats are wearing pink jerseys with white numbers, and they passed around a Goodwill donation, and all that money is going to go to Mercy Hospital or the Helen Nastiff Center, I'm assuming, with for breast cancer. So that's a great thing the girls are doing. So there's a serve, and I swear that happens. Hits the net and just falls over, and we aren't able to do anything with it. So it's 30-16. So we need some of these leaders to step up and make a play for us. And there's Natalie Noonan, gets it to Fritcher, back sets it to Hennick, and Hennick hits dug up, and they're going to go outside to Fredler, and then gets the ball.
Nice
there's
hit,
Elise Skelton, but it's kept alive.
Yep.
And there's Fedler's just going to push it over. Noonan gets it to Fritcher. Fritcher back sets it to Weber, and Weber gets it, but played up by the Stars. And it's just going to be a free ball over, and there's Lily Kramer. Nice pass set outside to Hennick, and Hennick's ball is dug up by Fedler, and it's going to be hit in the middle, and there's Weber keeping it alive, is set out to Hennick, and Hennick's ball is hit to the middle, and that time Elise Skelton's there, and she's not in the net, and it's going to be a point for the Wildcats. Big play here for the Wildcats.
Need to go on a run. This is a point where you're down 4-16. Their best hitter is not in the game, and Lacey Hennick here is up to serve.
Yep. So we've got Hennick serving 4-16. There's the ball's popped up, and it's going to go outside to Baumgartner. Baumgartner's bumped up by Hennick, and it's going to be a hit over there. And then we're coming back to Baumgartner, and that goes out. So Wildcats will take that, so there's a point. It's 1 point at a time is all we can do, and hopefully we get a little bit of that momentum, and we keep Hymas on the bench. Dang it, and then there's a serving error. I mean, those are the things, just little things like that. You've got to play air-free ball when you're struggling, and when you're down like that. You can't give it back to the other team. So Wildcats, 17-5, side out. Starmont, it's going to be Sarah Peck with the serve. There's a free ball over by Fritcher, kept alive, and it's going to be a hit by the Stars. Bumped up by Fritcher. Weber keeps it in play, just this pass over by Fritcher. There's a set. There's something quick out of the middle, and it is out.
It's out according to Mr. Swanson there.
I think yep, it is out. So that's going to put Leah Weber. Here's a senior. Hopefully she can do some things with her serve, and we've got bench. So this is the time where we have to be able to take advantage and get some points. There's a block by Emma Fritcher, and they're going to say it went in, and we got a point there. So I don't know, I think that's the wrong score. Hey, there we go, hitting error by Starmont in the net, 8-17. Leah Weber serving for the Wildcats. Ooh, I almost thought that was going to go out.
Down 2-1. We are down 9-17 in this game, but we're not out, Karth.
No, we're not. And there's a deep ball. There's, again, another hitting error. We're not making Starmont, earn it. We're giving it to them, so we got to really work hard to get this back while Hymas is still out. There's the pass by Kramer up to Weber, back sets it to Elise Skelton, and there's a hitting error. So it's going to be 19-9.
Stars will serve it.
Yep, Fritcher gets it up to Weber, goes back to Fritcher. Fritcher just kind of bumps it over. There's a bad set to Baumgartner. All she can do is bump it over. Wildcats need to take advantage of this. Back set, there's Fritcher, but kept alive by Baumgartner. And then she gets up and hits it. And Elise Skelton blocked that. So that was a good hustle by Baumgartner, but Elise Skelton was right there. So here we are in probably one of our better rotations. We've got Lily Kramer serving, and we've got Sarah Reed and Emma Fritcher in the front row as hitters. So let's take advantage of this, and Baumgartner's on the bench. So there's the serve. Stars just get it over, and then we hit it back with Sarah Reed. There's going to be the set to the middle. It's a touch by Reed, and she gets it over, and they're going to call her for a carry. Yep, that wasn't probably the best, and so now it's going to be now Baumgartner's coming back in, so it's 20-10. She went out, it was 13-3, and now she's back in, and it's 20-10. So we've really got to work hard here and get
miscommunication by Kramer and Reed.
Yep.
Hannah and Sarah there.
21-10 here.
Yeah.
And there's Sarah Reed, gets it up to Weber, gets it to Fritcher, and there's a big solo block by number 12, Mackenzie Curtis, a sophomore, 5'8". The Starmont, like we said, coming in, they're 4-11, but wow, I don't know.
They're playing well tonight.
They're playing well tonight. I don't know if they've had some sickness, some injuries or what, but so Lily Kramer with the pass. There's the hit by Sarah Reed, and just played up. Sarah has had some big hits. Tipped over, Weber, and then there's Sarah Reed again, and they play it up again.
Another big hit.
Yeah, there's Hymas, and then that's played by Hannah Kramer, then Lily Kramer, and it's just going to be free-balled over by Sarah Reed. There's the pass and the set by outside to Hymas, and there's a touch, and it's kept alive by, and then there's two Wildcats who fell into each other, and Eva Owens was in the net. So 23-10. Schumacher serving. And kept Hannah Kramer. There's a big hit, but it's a block. Kept alive by the Wildcats. Back set, Sarah Reed just downballs it. There's Baumgartner out to Hymas, blocked. I think,
yeah, there we go, that's a point.
Somebody was in the net. It looked like Hymas's foot kicked up, but it could have been a Wildcat foot, but I don't know. So anyway, it's a side out, big play here. Eva Owens back to serve, 11-23. This is game 4.
Yeah, so we need to get on a little run here, and that's a good little serve, yeah.
And it's just going to be a free ball. Wildcats need to use this. Weber gets it to Fritcher. Fritcher gets it out to Hennick. And Hennick gets it in. Yes, that was in. So here we go, 1 point at a time. 23-12. Eva Owens serving for the Wildcats. Eva with the jump serve. Little floater. They're going to go back set.
Oh,
Leah
shoot.
Weber just wasn't able to play that up. I think we were all waiting for Hymas to hit it. So it's 24-12. Wildcats don't have any room for any errors right now. They got to really put a lot of pressure on the Starmont Stars here. So we've got a substitution. Eva goes out, and Natalie Noonan comes in to play in the back row. And there's a serve by Starmont, and it's popped up. And it's going to be free balled over by the Wildcats. There's a Baumgartner, and outside to Hymas, and Hymas puts it down, and right there,
That's going to be the game. Yeah, so Starmont really came to play in this one tonight. So they were ready to go. You know, they came out and played really well. Everything that the Central City kind of threw at them, they responded. I mean,
well, got the game going, and Wildcats got off to a little shaky start, and then you made the comment the Wildcats came back and got up, and then we got into a rotation there with Regan Parkin, and in game 1 we were up, and then they came back and they beat us 25-19, and I think that kind of shook our confidence a little bit. We had a decent sized lead, and we weren't able to shut them down. And then game 2, Starmont came out and kind of went back and forth early on, but then Starmont was 25-14, and that put us down. But we rallied in that third game and did a lot of good things. We were blocking their best hitter, and I really thought after winning that game that might give us that spark we needed. So it was 25-21, but we came in game 4, we just we got into a slow start there and just weren't able to recover. So anyway, unfortunately the Wildcats are going to go down to Starmont tonight, 3-1. So kind of a crazy thing. We got off to a rough start here with some weather and just some technical problems, but we got things figured out here. And so hopefully we're able to listen in. For Tanner Carlson, I'm Cindy McCarthy, and we want to thank everyone for listening tonight. And the next broadcast is going to be Friday night, October 4th, when the Wildcat football team hosts Easton Valley, and it is going to be homecoming for the Wildcats, so hopefully everybody can make it out to the game. But if you can't, we're going to be live, and kickoff will be at 7 o'clock. Go Cats.